Hi guys, and welcome to my first YouTube video. I'm doing a wedding makeup trial today. I actually was supposed to have gotten married a couple of weeks ago, but with the lockdown currently as it is, that wasn't able to happen. So whenever the lockdown lifts and we're able to go ahead with the minimum numbers, it looks like I'll probably be doing my own makeup and hair and everything. So I'm just going to post up these videos of different trials I'm going to try, and yeah, I hope you like this one today. So I'm just going to start off with the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Moisturising Base. So this is such a nice moisturiser. It smells really citrusy, like orangey, and just really fresh and kind of summery. But it is just so nice to put on your skin. It smells so good. So it's just gonna give your skin that little extra bit of hydration before you put your other products onto it. So then we're going to use a primer, and this is the Bobbi Brown Primer Plus Hydrating 3-in-1 Setting Spray. So this is just going to give your face a really nice base for whenever you put your foundation and everything onto it. So we're just going to let that sink in. Then we're going to put the foundation on. And again, this is Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation SPF 15. So you've got that little bit of protection against the sun in your foundation too. I'm just going to use my fingers to apply it because I like applying foundation with my fingers sometimes, because it just sometimes goes on better. I think you can like smoothen it in better. But you can use a sponge or a brush or just whatever you would prefer to use. So just make sure that is all like rubbed in there. You don't want to take too much because we're going to use some other products as well, so you don't want your face to be caked. There's nothing worse than being up close to someone and you can just see the layers of makeup caked on their face. So there we go. I'm just going to use just a brush to further blend that in. Okay. So then I'm going to use some concealer now. So this is the Tarte brand and it is really good. It's such a good concealer for correcting any imperfections. And this is in light neutral. So I think this is probably one of the best concealers that I've tried. But you just want to put it under your eyes to hide any bags you might have, just at the top of your forehead. I like to put some just on my nose and on the tip, above the lips, around here, and on the chin. Okay, so to blend that in, I'm just going to use a little sponge, one of these. They're really useful, really good for blending in concealer. So just rub it in there. So if you have any spots, that concealer will definitely cover them. And it's really important to do the tip of your nose because we're going to do some contouring later, so you want the tip to stand out a little bit. Okay. I feel like I'm looking a little bit pale at the minute, but I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to do the eyes first, and then we can come back and do some contouring and add some bronzer and stuff. So first of all, we're just going to use this palette here, and this is a matte palette. It's called Prissy Princess, and it's just got a really nice range of like neutrally nudie kind of shades. So I'm just going to take my eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to use, if I can get it open again. So this shade here, it's like a nudie kind of color. And it's just going to be a really nice base for applying all the other shades on top of. So you just want to go all over the eyelid. just quite a light layer. Okay, next I'm going to use another palette. This is the Urban Decay Naked palette. Really good range of browns and bronzes and golds and nude kind of colours. So I'm going to take this like skin colour one. I'm just going to apply it under the brows just to add that little bit of highlight. And just a little bit in the inside too. Next, I'm gonna apply this movie kind of color. It's really nice and it's really matte as well, so I don't want to add any shimmer just yet, but I just want to apply it that last bit off the eyelid and then further up onto the crease as well. The Urban Decay eyeshadows are really pigmented, so they go on really well and they have a really good staying power. So you will get a really good wear out of them. This palette is just perfect for everyday wear, plus going out to do like a smoky eye or doing like bridal makeup. So I've just done that. I'm gonna just use this palette here. This is Revolution, and there's lots of like pinky tone brown kind of colors, but it has some really nice kind of shades. It's also really hard to open it. There we go. So just gonna use this one here. It's like a reddy pinky brown, a really nice rich color. I'm gonna just apply it to the end of like that last third of your eyelid and just into the crease. I'm just blend it up a little bit. I'm going to go over the eyeshadow again later just to further blend it after I've applied all the shades. Okay, so now what you want to do is go back to your Urban Decay palette and you want to get like a bronzy shade. So like this one here, it's called YDK. So I'm just gonna take a clean brush for this because I want to make sure some of the shimmer on it stands out a little bit. And I'm just gonna apply it to the front of the eyelid because I want that part to stand out a bit more. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my MAC palette, and there's a really nice almost sparkly kind of shade. Maybe it doesn't look that sparkly there, but it is. So just going to take a little tiny dab of that and apply it to the first 2/3, just on the eyelid. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just take my brush and just blend that in a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to use some eyeliner now just to make the eyes stand out a little bit. And this is the Superhero liner. It is just so good. It's just got such a clean brush stroke, so it's
seeing eyes of mine like you did sometimes, seeing eyes of mine. Love, 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 I wanna be strong, strong. We're doing wrong, 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 but I'll try to fix it. Love, 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 I wanna be strong, strong. We're doing wrong, 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 but I'll change it, change it. Trees inside of me.
So to use like a big mirror because it's really hard on your phone sometimes to try and do this properly. So as you can see, I've just added like 2 little flicks at the side, just to kind of give that illusion of opening your eyes a bit bigger, and it's gonna look good whenever you add your lashes on and blend in as well. Blend in the eyeshadow on the sides. So now I'm just going to go and I'm going to add my eyelashes, and these are the Kiss eyelashes, and they're quite a natural set of lashes, so you know, you don't want anything that's going to look too heavy and that's going to create like a massive shadow over your eyes or anything. You want to keep it kind of natural looking. So I'm going to go away and do these because I can't really do it on camera, so I'll be back soon. Okay, so I'm back and I've got my eyelashes on now. So now I'm just going to take a little bit of like a dark brown eyeshadow just to blend them in to the rest of my eyeshadow. So I'm going back to, I'm going to use something like this shade here, quite a dark brown. But I'm just going to take like a little tiny bit of it. You don't need much at all because you just want to blend it in so that there's no like harsh line. Just a little dab of it. The Urban Decay eyeshadow, you really only need to take a little dab of it sometimes because it is so pigmented. So I'm gonna just work into the crease as well. Give it a bit more of a smoky feel at the outer corners. And I'm just gonna do the other side. It's better to do a little bit and layer it up than do too much and have to take it off. I'm gonna take more of the Revolution, like warm brown shade, and just add a little dab more just in that top kind of bit coming into the crease, just to bring back the warmth. And a little bit on the lid. I also forgot to mention that before you put your lashes on, use some mascara. So I use the Maybelline, it's the Falsies Lash Lift one. It's really good. You can, if you want your eyelashes extra voluminous, you can do it over your false lashes as well, and it will just make those stand out even more and kind of blend them into your own lashes. But also, if you've been putting eyeshadow on, it's going to take away any residue from that. And I'm just going to do the bottom ones as well. So I'm just gonna do just below my lashes now, just to give a bit of shading there. I'm gonna go back to this palette, the Urban Decay one, and I'm gonna use a bit of the mauvey kind of shade. It's quite a medium, warm kind of nudie kind of color. So just go right under. You don't want to make the bottom bit too heavy, because you want the top bit just to stand out, and if the bottom bit's too heavy too in photographs, your eyes are just going to look really black. And from a distance it's not going to look good for photos. I'm going to take a bit off the warm brown one and just do the second half of under my eye there. Just add a bit of warmth back in. And take a little dab of the dark brown one that I blended in to my lashes with, just for the outer corner. Okay, so I'm just going to take my brush and just blend that in a bit, just in case there's anything that didn't fully blend. I think it looks okay though. So I'm going to use a bit more of that dark brown, and I'm just going to do my eyebrows, just to fill them in a little bit and give them more definition, make them stand out a bit. You can do them as thick as you want, but I would say don't do them too thick, because you want your eyes to be the things that stand out and not your eyebrows. So okay, so I'm gonna just do a bit of contouring now back on the rest of the face. So I'm gonna use a contouring stick, which it's a QIC contouring stick, and there's two shades to it. There's like a skin colored tone, like a really warm color, and there's like a bronzy color, which is really good for your adding some warmth to your face. So I'm going to use just the warm one, just to add some warmth to my skin and a bit of contouring. I don't want to do too much because I want it to blend in well, and I don't want to look like my face is dirty. So I'll maybe just do a little bit in the chin and there. But I think for me that might be enough. So I'm just going to blend that in really well with my blender contouring brush, just in like circular motions, just under the chin, blend that under the neck, and in at the cheek. Again, you're better just to start off with a little bit and add more later, rather than have to take stuff off. It's really good putting this in your forehead, because it just gives your forehead that glow, as if you've, you know, been out in the sun for a few hours. And then I'm just gonna blend that down to my cheeks. I'm not gonna worry about it getting my nose too much, because I'm gonna go back and add some highlighter there anyway. So I think that should be okay. So I'm gonna go with some blush now. So I'm gonna use, this is Honey Pie Minerals, and it's just like in a really nice pinky kind of color. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of it just to put a dab on my cheeks, just for a little hint of like a pink blush. So I'm just gonna dab that on there with my brush. And it's just going to give your skin a bit of a glow. This blush is a vegan friendly blush as well, just if anyone is interested. Okay, so just the tiniest bit of that. Then I'm going to go and use some bronzer. So I'm going to use Laura Mercier, and this bronzer is really good. It's a really nice matte shade. So I'm going to just take a little bit of this and go down the cheekbones, up under the forehead, a little bit in the cheeks as well, a little bit on the chin as well. Okay. So I'm gonna just take a little bit off. This is W7 Sheer Loose Powder. This is a really inexpensive powder, but it's one that I use like on a daily basis. It's just really good to lightly set your foundation and just take away any excess shine. And then I'm going to just use Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. This is like a warm skin color, and it's like a tinted mineral veil, so it's just slightly tinted. So it's just going to add a tiny bit of warmth onto like your cheek areas where, you know, like the sun would hit those spots. I'm just going to get under the eyes and just blend in that eyeshadow that was under. So now I'm going to do this here. So this is Becca. It's a Royal Glow, just a highlighter. And this is really what is going to make your makeup kind of pop, I guess. It's like an opaline kind of rose gold color, but you're just going to take a bit of this on a brush and you're just going to highlight your cheeks. So it's just going to add some really nice light particles that will just show up really well in photos. And I'm gonna take a little bit of it and just do it down my nose as well, and just at the tip. I'm also gonna take a little bit on my eyeshadow brush, and it's really nice to put it just under the brow. Just a little bit of highlighter, and also just in the inside bit too. There's another highlighter I really like, which is the Revolution one, and there's some really nice shades here, but I'm gonna just use the whitey opally one just as an extra bit. This, you just need the tiniest little bit. find sometimes it's a little bit too much for your cheeks, that whitey one, but it is really good for your eyes. So okay, so now I'm going to move on to the lips, and I'm just going to take a lip liner, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner, and it's a really nice like pinky nudie warm shade. So gonna just line the lips. Like that. And I'm gonna fill them in too, because if you're wearing lipstick all day, this will make sure whenever it starts coming off that you're not left with lines right around your lips. So just fill them all in. And it'll help your lipstick on top of that stay on better. So I'm gonna just use this here as one of my favorite colors. It is Powerpuff Lippy, and it is in Willpower, and it's Powder Puff Lippy. Sorry, and it's in, yeah, the color is Willpower, and this is by NYX. So it's just a really nice, like a movie pinky kind of shade with a touch of lilac. So I wear this color a lot, and I think it's actually quite a hard color to get, but I mean, I haven't seen too many similar shades. I just like how it isn't too overbearing. But for your wedding day, you want, as well as a nice shade of lips, you want to add a bit of gloss as well, because that'll just, I guess, plump up your lips and be good for photos. And you might want to carry some gloss or lipstick like in your flowers or something, so that you can, you know, top it up for photos and stuff. Okay, so it gets me done. Actually, no, it's not. Last but not least, you need to set your skin, your makeup on your skin with a really good setting spray, and this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, and I've been told that, yeah, you should wear this because it will just set your skin, the makeup on your skin, really well. So I'm just gonna give myself a little bit of a spray, and I'm gonna put my little bridal hair accessory in, and I think that is me done.